The bulky refuse will be removed by two different kinds of vehicles. The majority will be handled by this compressor. Bulky refuse like cabinets, sofas, carpets, and mattresses are easily compressed and sorted. However, all metal waste such as this garden bench is picked up by a flatbed vehicle. About 15% of bulk refuse consists of metal and can be recycled. 1,000 tons of scrap will be delivered to this collection point every day. Here the scrap is crushed and compressed for further transport. It is then shipped throughout the world, as far as North America. Large quantities of this scrap are also supplied to local steel plants. Using a large skip, metal scrap is loaded onto a converter. A mixture of 20% scrap to 80% molten iron will be used to create new steel. Iron ore is mined in regions such as Scandinavia, North America, and Australia. Molten iron is heated up to 1,350 degrees Celsius, and pure oxygen is bubbled through it until the temperature of 1,700 degrees is reached. This process removes impurities such as phosphorus, carbon, sulfur, and manganese from the molten iron. Some of these impurities float on the surface of the molten iron just like oil on water, forming a layer of slag which can be easily removed. About 300 tons of steel are produced here every 16 minutes. The steel is then partially cooled and passed through a rolling mill, where heavy rollers shape it into thin sheets which are then rolled up into coils. When finished, a single coil has a weight of about 45 tons. A quarter of the steel produced here goes directly to the German automotive industry, and so, the metal that made up that old garden bench could soon become a component in a new car door.
That's a very good car. May I give you the key?
Thank you.
I think we should toast your new car.
Glass containers for colored and clear glass are emptied into a vehicle with a partitioned cargo hold. This is how glass reaches the recycling station, sorted by color. Each year, 160,000 tons of glass is transported in this manner. That's about 10,000 truckloads. Of these, 10% is brown glass, 30% is clear glass, and 60% is green glass. To recycle this glass, all foreign material must first be removed and the glass is finely crushed. The shards must have a chromatic purity of 99% to be accepted by the glass factory. The crushed glass is transported to a glassworks and melted at a temperature of 1,500 degrees Celsius before being mixed with other raw materials. At about 1,000 degrees, the molten glass becomes soft and easily shaped. Here, a large glob of molten glass is poured through a guide rail into a bottle mold. The mouth and rough shape of the bottle is prepared before it is spun into its final form. Compressed air is used to blow the glass against the mold wall. Bottle complete. Each minute, this machine produces 116 brandy bottles. At this stage, an annealing oven keeps each batch of bottles at a temperature of about 560 degrees before slowly cooling it. Cooling glass too quickly will cause it to become brittle and easily shatter. After the temperature falls below 100 degrees, the finished bottles can be taken out of the annealing oven. This glass factory will create everything from wine bottles, juice bottles, jam jars, pickle jars, fish pickling jars, beer bottles, mineral water bottles, to a new bottle of champagne.
Hey, how do you like it? Hello.
Hey!
Wow, it's a cool car, Granny.
Can I take it for a test drive?
I'm coming.
Me too. I have to get something. We'll leave soon.
Old textiles like trousers, jackets, curtains, and shoes can be packaged in a bag and donated at collection points. These clothes are taken to various sorting centers. Depending on their quality, they are then sold at second-hand stores in Germany and abroad. An old pair of pants can thus reach a new owner. This is the purest form of recycling. These trousers were not melted, deep frozen, or processed any further. The returns are nearly 1-to-1.
Mum, that was totally embarrassing. Granny lent us a new car and you drive us to the old clothes bin?
I don't know what your problem is. It was a nice ride.
You're impossible.
Didn't you already have a pair of trousers like that?
No, I just gave those away.
Hi, what are you up to?
What's that mask for?
This tightens the skin, exfoliates, and moisturizes.
I know something better. Go to Nehlsen. They make the old new. It's environmentally friendly.
Sounds like just the right thing for me.